Hi, I'm Dwayne Wiggins. No, I'm Dwayne Patrice Wiggins, and this is my story from my mouth. My age, I'm born in 1961, so that makes me 59, about to hit that 6-0. Was born in Oakland, California, raised in Oakland, California, and still live in Oakland, California.
How would you say was your upbringing? Poor, middle class, or rich?
He was richly poor, poorly rich. It was, we didn't have much, of course. I mean, it's everybody's story. Coming up, especially in Oakland, West Oakland. We didn't have much, but we had everything because it was a big family and we all stayed in a 2-bedroom, 8 people, 8 bodies. It was crazy, but it was beautiful as far as I remember.
Did you grow up in a single parent or a co-parenting home?
I grew up in a co-parenting home. It was my stepfather. Basically, and my father, I think my father moved out of the house probably when I was maybe 2 or 3, so I can't remember when he did live there. But my stepfather was most of those memories growing up, and he was out of the military, so real strict dude. That's what I remember about those growing up.
As a kid, what did you think you would be in life?
As a kid, I don't know. I didn't get into music until I was like 10. Well, not into guitar until I was 10, 11 years old. Before then, I don't know. I was into a little everything in Oakland. Born in West Oakland, raised in Sobrani Park, and then Deep East, and so I don't know. I thought like any other kid, probably baseball, or I don't know. What was I into? Back then, simple stuff. We didn't have all of this tech shit going on, so it was probably something very simple, like working on cars or something.
What was your first career choice?
My first career choice was playing guitar. Once I made that sound come out of it at the age of 12 years old, I knew I wanted to play guitar when I first started playing some Jimi Hendrix stuff that a gentleman taught me, and the blues and all of that. So, yeah, I knew the entertainment industry was what I wanted to get into, but there was a number of things that I grew up, having passion behind besides just music.
How far did you get in your education?
I graduated high school, did like just about one semester of college, junior college, married junior college, and then I ended up getting a job. And yeah, that took me out of that. Even when I was in college, I think my major was computer science and my minor was music. I would have been messing with the Steve Jobs partners if I would have stayed on, that was like 80, 81, I would have been giving it to them, boy. But I ended up getting a job at Bank of America, and that took me away from that.
At what age do you think you became an adult?
I don't know. I haven't made it. But what age did I become an adult? I don't know. I'd have to say when I was about 31. That's what on some realness. About 31, and when I had my first child, my daughter, and then just responsibilities and just certain things hitting you. But yeah, I was one of those kids that I was staying at home. You know what I mean? I was loving, staying at home with your mom and such. And even when I did, we got successful with music and I made money. I bought a house. I moved my mom in with me. So that's just what it was. But yeah, I think I would have to say about 31 is when I grew up or began growing up.
At what age did you make the career choice that people know you for?
I made that career choice at the age of about 13 or 14. I used to play in a lot of nightclubs. So I made the career choice for my life at a very young age because, it distracted me from a lot of things in the streets. That guitar was like a shield, like a weapon for me. And yeah, I made that choice up a long time ago. Of course, everybody said, oh, I'm gonna make it big, I'm gonna make it big. You never know. Even when we probably did get our first hit, I still didn't realize it because I was so gassed and just, just hitting the clubs and all of the, back then in the 70s, it was a lot of the pimping and the whole bit going on. And I used to play for a lot of the motorcycle gangs as a kid. The East Bay Dragons and playing for. I mean, so I don't know. I just figured, this is what I want to do. I didn't know at what level. I didn't even have no idea that I'd have a family group either.
What was your early struggles as an artist, and how did you overcome them?
Oh man, my biggest struggles, my earliest struggles as becoming an artist, being on time and being focused. First of all, yeah, being focused. That was the biggest thing about, and being organized. That's the kind of thing it's a lot of artists. We like that part of it. You know what I mean? But that was one of the biggest things, and I still, you never become perfect with it, but I do pretty well right now. I know how to advance, set up things, and close the deal.
Did you have anyone close to you that didn't support you?
Anyone close to me that didn't support me? Hell yeah. Hell people from the town, but even the ones that tough love that's support to me. We grew up in another era, that bullying stuff people talk about today does not fit what we understand as being bullying. So when people giving you words about saying something that you can't do, and where we come from, it's like, watch. And that's how we feel, and that was just an era of when people were very independent entrepreneurs and just believed in themselves.
Who would you say was your biggest supporter?
My mom was my biggest supporter. Um, my dad was my biggest supporter as well because he just gave it to me straight. You got to take it to him, son. You can't just play guitar. You got to get up there and entertain, all that type of stuff. My father was a blues singer, and he played guitar, but yeah, he was like, you got to entertain. So those were my biggest supporters. But the town, Oakland in itself, man, you know, growing up in a community like this is powerful, growing up watching the Black Panthers and giving rallies in Defenry Park, living across the street from there, watching Sly Stone and Graham Central Station rehearse and all of that. That's incredible.
What would you say is the highlight of your journey?
The highlight of my journey is still being here, still fucking being here. That's the highlight. Real talk. Let me just talk about it, because we lost a lot of soldiers in our family. Two brothers, my older at the age of 24, and then I was 13 when that happened. Then my younger brother, who when we first did our album, he was 24. So a lot of stuff spooked me. Like I never thought I'd see 30. Real talk. That's why I'm saying I know at 31 is when I started growing, because you got past that. But what was the question again? I'm sorry, man.
What was the highlight of your journey?
The highlight. Okay, the highlight would have to be the fact that when I see a younger generation inspired by music that we just spontaneously came up with and just had the opportunity to learn and grow with, that's been my highlight. When I hear people cover our music and the whole bit, and it's songs and stuff, and it's chords popping off that we understand, and instruments, and I'm hearing that sound, the 12-inch drum machine or whatever, that has been the highlight, to know that we serve the community and we serve this craft proper. You know what I mean? Living up out here, leaving something that another kid can pick up on it and take it and pass it and take it to the next generation and take it to the next level. Actually, yeah, that's the highlight to me.
What would you say would be the highlight of your group, Toni, Toni, Toni?
Wow, the highlight of Toni, Toni, Toni was, there's so many highlights. Hi, I'm Dwayne Wiggins. No, I'm Dwayne Patrice Wiggins, and this is my story from my mouth.